Hey dear fashion bosses, how are you doing? Right. So in today's class, we shall be learning how to make this beautiful structured, exaggerated bow. Okay. So we made this outfit. She sent in her sketch, and then we reproduced it. Right. So if this is what you like to learn, please stay to the end of this class and do not forget to subscribe if you are a first timer on this channel, and if you are a returning subscriber, we say thank you and God bless you. All right, so these are the materials I will be using. This is my damask fabric. Okay, we're using a damask, and then this is my crinoline net. All right. Okay, so these are the major two things we require for this class. Okay, so I already cut out my damask fabric, and then, but before I continue, let me give you the measurements, guys. So this fabric right now is on fold. The length is measuring about 60 inches. Okay, on fold is about 30 inches. So when you open it up, okay, it's 60, and then the width is about 27, 28, 29 inches or 30 inches. You can use that. Okay, already introduced my fusible interfacing, paper stay, and stay. Okay, so I bring out my crinoline nets like this, and then I'm going to cut the exact size of what I have on my fabric, okay, on this crinoline net. Okay, so I'm just going to pin it down, okay, and then I will cut it off, giving me the exact size of the damask fabric. Okay, so I use my fusibles because I really want it to be very firm, very firm. So I use my paper stay and my stay before using my crinoline net. So it's not like as though the crinoline net isn't going to do the job, but I really want it to be very structured, firm, and then extremely durable. Okay, you understand, right? So having pinning, I'm just going to cut off the excess parts of the nets. Okay, so and then leave what we require on the damask fabric. Okay, guys, so I said earlier that if you are a first timer on this channel, I would love to introduce you to this channel. Yeah, on this channel we upload sewing tutorials, headwear tutorials, and then we have a bit of African tale stories here and there, just to keep you entertained as you also work. They say all work no play make Jack a dull boy or a dull whatever. You just put your name. So after cutting out, I'm just going to stitch it down like this, round about it using 0.25 inch to stitch it down round about the four corner. Okay, and then now we iron it properly so that it is smooth for me. All right, so after doing that, I'm going to fold it like you can see me do right now. Okay, I'm going to fold it this way. You see, I fold it into two like this, and then I fold it into two like this. Okay, we need to trim off a bit of it on this especially on this edge part where I'm measuring. Okay, so don't forget the entire fabric was 30 inches. When I fold into two like this, to be 15 inches. So I'm just going to measure out about 12, 11, 12, no, about 10 inches. Okay, and then the remaining 5 inches, I'm going to get my long ruler, and then I'm going to slant it like you can see me do. Okay, so from this bottom part where I'm arranging right now, I'm going to slant it to the middle part. Okay, so making the edge part a bit smaller. Okay, because that ending part is going to be, on the back side of the dress. Okay, especially on the zipper side. So we don't want it to be really as wide as, the entire parts of the bowl, especially this center part. Okay, that is the reason why, I'm trimming out what I'm trimming out right now. Hope you understand. And then it will also give it a form of its own style, shape, and structure. All right, so guys, if you've watched to this point and you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe. Hit on the subscription button and then tap on the bell. The bell enables you to get notification each time, okay, we drop a new video. Like as I was saying, on this channel we upload headwear tutorials, sewing tutorials, and then a bit of African folk tale, those stories, those African stories, okay, that our grandparents, great grandparents used to tell us, okay. So I open it up this way and then I'm going to stitch. Okay, I fold it into this way and then I'm going to stitch that end. After stitching, I'm going to turn it inside out and then iron. Okay, so that's what I did. All right. So you see, we've sewn the net into under this thing. Sorry. So like I said, I'm going to fold it into this way. Okay. After folding into this way, I'm going to stitch on the edge. Okay, you can use a 0.5 inch to stitch on the edge. Okay, I'm gonna stitch on it this way and then I'm gonna turn it inside out and then I'm gonna give very good ironing. And then guys, this is what I have after turning it inside out and give it a good pressing. Our bowl is almost ready. I'm going to fold it up like you can see me do, and then I'm going to attach it on my garment. So this is the blouse. Okay, this is the blouse. You see, it's all beautiful, all beautiful, beautiful, guys. Okay, all right. So I'm going to place my bowl this way, making sure the middle part of the bowl is, as a matter of fact, is properly centralized. So I'm going to come to this back part and then I'm going to fold. You can either pleat, okay, can either pleat to get this effect you are seeing right now on the back and then stitch on it, or you open it up, fold it like you see me do right now, okay, and then you stitch on it. Okay, so if you don't want to do it that way, you turn it like this, like I just did. Okay, and then you arrange it properly. I'm going to open my zippers. Okay, I'm going to open my zippers so that I have easy access for it to be stitched properly. All right, so after stitching, okay, you first of all pin down, okay, before you do anything. Okay, and then you neatly place it. You see how I'm turning it to enable me stitch neatly. Okay, so I endeavor to pin it down first. All right, please note, as much as you can, endeavor not to allow your net to get to the tip of your bow so that it will be easy for you to sew or to stitch on. It was a bit hard for me to stitch, okay? That is why I have to tell you. So I haven't pinned down that part. I'm going to stitch it. Okay, so I bring the other leg. You can see what I'm doing. I place it this way. You see what I'm doing from the inside, right? From the inside, I place it properly, making sure that I'm pinning it. Okay, I just hold it down with my pin first. Okay, you can see how it's looking, after holding it down with my pin. I've zipped up, okay, and then stitch on it. Okay, so you see it's looking beautiful. You also make sure that everything is properly aligned. I've not stitched, but I just want to show you what I will do when I'm done stitching. So when I'm done stitching, I'm just going to use my petals. If you like, this is totally optional, okay? I'm just going to use my petals to embellish it this way. Okay, the clients didn't actually ask for this, but I just used my initiative and she eventually turned out to like it. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so right about now I'm gonna pack off my petals, and then we'll work on the front panel, okay, on the front side. So this is the front, that is the center. I made sure I ironed it out by folding it. So I just gather up, the center part this way, my bowl, trying to correct it, If you gather it up the first time and you're not getting what you want, you're losing it, and then you pick it up again. So when you are done, I'm going to stitch that part I'm holding right now, the middle part. You see it's set already, guys. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I'm going to use my needle and thread to tack it properly. Okay, I'm going to tack it. So I'm done tacking, guys. Okay, you can see what it's looking like. So I'm going to place it on, that's middle part. All right, so I have this little piece. I'm going to use it to cover the middle so that it looks more decent and very neat. You can use applique to embellish. You can use anything, but this is already loud enough. Okay, so I'm done stitching that little piece. Okay, and this is what we have. So right about now, I'm going to tack this bow, to the center parts of my blouse. Okay, holding it together so it becomes a unit. Okay, I'm just going to use my needle and thread and stylishly, okay, tack it. You see how beautiful this blouse is looking? Is a bustier. Okay, if you want a tutorial video, although we have videos on bustier on the channel, but if you want an individual tutorial video, on how to go about some of those things, we have online classes. You can chat us up, and then we can introduce to you what we have, okay, depending on what you want to learn, right? So I just tack and tack neatly, holding my bow to my garments. Okay, so guys, if you've watched this video to this point, please endeavor to subscribe, like, share, give a thumbs up, guys. Okay, watch and entertain yourself with some of our African folk stories. Watch with your kids, watch with your friends, watch with your family. Okay, it's quite entertaining and educating. Okay, and also very refreshing. Okay, all right, we have to add fun to our work. That's why we introduced the African folk tale. Okay, and the votes watch. We have quite a number of them on the channel. Okay, as you watch and learn, you also entertain yourself. So we are done tacking the bow. We are done, guys. This is the back view. It's looking beautiful. It's looking beautiful. This is what it looks like. So we have a video on the channel, Igbo Madam Blouse. You can learn how to make an Igbo Madam Blouse, okay, on the channel, okay. All right, guys, so this is what it looks like. Thank you for staying tuned, and this is the client rocking it, feeling cool and beautiful. The headwear was also made by us. Okay, so we have a lot of tutorial video on the channel, but if you want a training on it, we are also available. All right, guys, bye bye.